to go.
confused.
Okay, so we need to read some history at some point. We have not historied for a bit.
I refuse. I won't. I'm just gonna wonder.
Just gonna question it.
Prohibition was so brief, which is cool. It was 14 years, I think. Is that math?
That's so long.
Yeah, 1919 to 1933. It's like a very narrow window of time.
But imagine living through those 14 years.
Oh,
I mean, underground speakeasies everywhere.
Everyone's just drinking
poison
anyway.
alcohol, maybe.
Also true, yeah. Sometimes you're going actual blind.
Yeah.
That's
and
fine.
I'm like, probably not cool enough to get invited to the speakeasies. So I'm going to have to become
a speakeasy?
A bootlegger, a distiller. I'm going to make my own bathroom gin. I'm going to have to DIY this. No, we can't go back.
But you could open your own speakeasy. Like, think about that.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't, though.
You'd be able to wield the power.
Yeah, but I wouldn't. I hate being in power.
I hate the secret rooms. Then don't be in power. Just be like the silent person in the corner.
Ooh, yeah.
But nobody knows that you're the owner.
I'm gonna make my own gin and just not and then drink it alone.
You can be.
Well, if you got a bathtub full.
You can be the guy in the party in those memes that's just standing there, and everybody says like they don't know I'm idea. Something. Yeah.
That's me.
I think it would be funny if it just said your name too. They don't know I'm Kelly Attaway.
They don't. They don't know.
But the mystery is the greatest. That's the greatest promotional tool of all.
That's a good point. True. That's a good point. I'm bringing a mystique to the vibe.
Yeah. Beautiful. Like Jennifer Lawrence and Rebecca Romaine.
Yes, those are who I was imagining.
Classic mystiques.
I
didn't just think of the movie Wild Things. I was like, oh yeah, Nev Campbell and
the other one.
That's a great place to go. Though. Why not?
Yeah,
Kevin Bacon's hog in that movie. You just see Kevin Bacon's sausage.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen the movie.
No, I've seen it on TV, so I've never seen the wiener.
Yeah, it's
just pixels. But you could probably ascertain like surface area from the pixels. Or did they
a lot of it's underwater too, so you're getting some there's light refraction.
Distorted.
There's some distortion, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they say the pool adds 7 to 10 inches, so it's just one of those circumstances. Yeah.
That's legally a weapon at that point, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
That weird kink in it. That's all him.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. Hey, this is Debut Buddies.
Sure is.
This is a fortnightly podcast about firsts. And I'm Nate. I'm one of the buddies.
I'm Kelly. I'm another buddy.
I'm Chelsea. I am the last buddy.
You know,
we're all buddy. I mean, everyone's a buddy. So I'm not the last buddy unless there's a very long line of like hundreds of millions of buddies.
Oh.
So I don't know how to say, I don't know how to introduce. Am I the third buddy? Am I the other buddy?
Like from Newhart? This is my brother Daryl and my other brother Daryl. I'm old. I made a very old person reference to sitcom television. No, I think no, Chelsea, I think this is a good point. We need to be transparent with the listeners.
I struggle every time.
You are the last buddy in that you defeated, what was it, 104 previous debut buddies in hand-to-hand combat.
Okay. I'm glad that they understand now.
It looks like the green room here at Debut Buddies Studios looks like Gettysburg.
Mm-hmm. It was green,
like
now red.
The movie Green Room. There's a lot of machete weapons.
Blood, doesn't poor guy gets his arm chopped real good, and it's gruesome. Yeah,
Anton Yelchin, R.I.P.
Yeah, serious R.I.P.
Mm-hmm. Sorry to bum us out.
Yeah, we have a really positive subject this time. I at least think it is. I'm happy about it. I like this.
It's complicated.
I don't know a lot about it, but
yeah, we are going to talk about the reason for the season that we're currently in, and something that happened, I think, 2 months ago now, but it's about to happen at time of recording. We're talking about the first day of summer, also known as the summer solstice. Now, this is interesting because I was reading about this last night just to kind of freshen my brain about it. And one of the things I discovered is that I might be wrong in declaring it the first day of summer because a lot of traditions declare it midsummer, which kind of makes more sense. Like the longest day of the... Okay, everybody, you guys know that the solstice is the longest day of the year. Shortest night in the northern hemisphere.
Yeah.
Love the conditionals. Yep.
Yeah. June in the northern hemisphere. It's in good old December, in that SoHem, they call it.
But we have another solstice that day too. It's just winter. It's the winter solstice up here.
Yeah, and shit's short.
Two solstices a year. You get
the winter solstice is when that Josh Hartnett vampire movie happens.
Yep. 40 days, 40. Nope.
Better movie that way, though. If it was literally like, okay, for 40 days, I cannot masturbate, and I have to fight vampires.
What is the name of the movie?
Is it 30 Days of Night? Is that what it is?
That sounds right. That sounds like what it is. That's bad. He has a lot of numerical movies. Is that why he was at the top on the 90s? Is because he was always in the first in the list of movies? All of his movies start numerically.
Yeah, he's like people who brand their business AAA Auto Repair.
Exactly.
Genius.
Yeah.
Genius.
They took the one away from faculty because he wanted the movie to be called One Faculty because it was one school, so therefore one faculty. Yeah. They wouldn't accept that.
I was trying to think of other movies. Pearl Harbor. Sorry. Black Hawk Down. Was he in that too?
He was.
Okay. That's a B. P is really far down, so there needs to be like a number in front of Pearl Harbor. What was the year? We need to put the year in front of it.
12. Oh, that makes more sense.
40.
I was like,
41?
do December 6th. 6th. 11 is the other one. 9.
All right.
This is a pretty dark episode.
We're going to play everybody's favorite game. It's numbers.
Name the date.
Name any
what
date.
happened on this date? June 21st. Any date.
But June 20th, the summer solstice.
Yeah, so this summer solstice, one, like I always thought of it as the official actual first day of summer, right? In the United States, at least, Memorial Day, a day where we fly flags, blow our fingers off, pools. And there's drinking, there's grilling, all that jazz. That's traditionally seen as sort of the beginning of summer here because it also coincides with the end of school year and things like that.
Yeah. So I remember learning that that the summer solstice was the start of summer in college and being like, well, that's not right. Summer's done started well before that.
Yep.
So like I remember growing up thinking that summer started way earlier. And so midsummer always made sense to me. And then did that shift in America, or did we learn something weird because I lived in Arkansas?
I think we learned something weird because we lived in Arkansas, because I feel the same. I didn't know what the solstice was until I moved to Seattle.
I want to venture a traditional debut buddies explanation for why this was taught to us the way it was taught to us, and that's Christian nationalism. Like if midsummer as a festival celebration is a thing that exists, it sort of allows a pagan intervention into the calendar that they don't want, that folks don't want there, right? They would prefer that you mark your holidays by patriotism and by, look at all of what our holidays are, right? Like Father's Day just happened at time of recording. That is a holiday to validate cishet marriage, family stuff. You have Mother's Day preceding that, and Memorial Day is about veterans and war and supremacy, and 4th of July. Like they don't want you to do a holiday that's like, woo, nature, woo, power of energy, woo, let's just observe.
My counter to that, though, is that this is one of the holidays that has been hijacked by Christianity for literally centuries now.
That's
like
fair.
I went and looked. I don't know. The Wikipedia was crazy. I was looking for the pagan rituals, and everything was about St. John the Baptist.
No,
Like,
wow.
that's the big summer solstice observance now. And then there are just a couple countries that still do like old pagan stuff. And then Ireland had a fun name for it. It was called like the Day of Solitary Reflection.
oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very nice out, so I guess it wouldn't be too bad. But sun, it's fine.
There would be no better day to contemplate the sort of
solitary
majesty of existence than when it's lovely
That's
out,
true.
right?
That's true. Don't ask me to do that in the middle of the winter. That's just mean.
But like instead of sun's out, have a think. It's sun's out, guns out, because
Yeah. America. Hashtag.
yeah.
But like, I grew up Baptist. Shouldn't we have huge boners for John the Baptist? I don't know if there's a relationship there. There is, right?
I mean,
I think the Baptist was just a stage name, and he was actually an Episcopalian. But
oh well,
he was doing kind of like a Baptist face routine, like he was a vaudeville performer.
I didn't think that he came after baptism, like the religion, the sect of Christianity. I thought like Southern Baptist is named after him. Question.
I don't know.
That's that. Hey, you're talking to the wrong person. I have no idea.
So after we go after the Constitution, we have to do a first deep dive into religion.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Other than the I mean, we did the Bible thing, but
did do the Bible.
John the Baptist wasn't in that part, so
First John the Baptist.
First John the Baptist.
What if there was one before him?
Are there?
What if there are multiple? What if he's John the Baptist like the fourth?
Yeah. Is it Baptist like a Baptist, or is it Baptist like Well, what? Okay,
like a baptism.
Help me out.
Yeah,
what is the
that's what I
connection
always
between
thought.
Baptists and baptism? Is that literally like, is that the delineation that like, hey, previous to this sect of Christianity, we didn't dunk people to affirm their participation?
No, we started dunking early, right?
I mean, you got to start every day with dunking.
Did we all dunk and then separate on different values?
That's fair.
The only thing I know about Baptists, they were getting real mad about women being pastors recently. But
yeah, they just did a thing where they kicked two churches out for having female pastors.
So I wonder if there was just like because in the churches I went to, baptism was a big thing always. And I went to a Baptist church when I was very young, but I went to Methodist, non-denominational, and other.
See, but some Methodist churches also don't like women in leadership.
Oh, that's true.
So that's not the only value.
No, I'm not saying that's the only value. Oh, no, definitely not. But that's the only thing I know about
I'm just trying to piece things together. Here's what I know about Baptists. You bring casseroles.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
For any occasion.
That's just old lady.
To be baptized in. So like maybe like I'm a tuna noodle person, and that's the only way I'm joining the fray. You gotta dunk me in that tuna noodle casserole.
No, they're pretty strict about it being holy water, I think.
Do you boil the noodles in holy water? Could they be like?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
maybe
man.
Embedded in there. Oh, is that how you weed out the like vampires?
I think that's a great way to like. Why
That's
isn't
what
that
Southern Baptists are? They bake their food with holy water. We figured it out.
Is that in 30 Days of Night? Does Josh Hartnett make the vampires like, okay, spaghetti dinner, vampires? I know it's night 15 and we've had a rough go, but I want to have everybody over.
I promise I didn't put any garlic
and
in
then
it.
they just all eat this baptized spaghetti.
Yeah, that's the 1-2 punch. That's both garlic and holy water.
Oh shit! Yeah,
perfect. They're really dumb for going in on that.
Well, I mean, the marinara kind of looks like blood though, so they're like, I don't know, it's
like,
probably worth the risk.
Maybe if like everyone wore turtlenecks and just had blood packs of garlic marinara.
Oh, that's so smart.
We
that's so smart.
Saved everyone.
Yeah, you just have like a spirit gum neck around your neck, like a halo. It's just like, yeah, go ahead and bite me. Haha, gotcha.
Squibs?
I feel like
they call them in Hollywood?
What are they?
Squibs?
Yeah, squibs.
Squibs?
Yeah.
I feel like I just wrote like a scene from, I don't know, Scary Movie 15. You're welcome, Scary Movie 15.
15 cream.
Oh God.
Oh God, no.
They can take it. By then they'll have to, right? Eventually, Scream becomes so meta that it has to be meta about its meta-ness.
When it's 15 cream, I hope it's set in France, because then it's Le Scream.
Yeah.
No, there's not like la or le, but you know what I'm saying. You get that apostrophe. You got it. That was bad.
According to Wikipedia, Baptists believe that you only baptize professing Christian believers by total immersion.
Oh,
so their thing is like, you have to be like, I totally definitely believe it, which I don't know how they verify that shit, but probably they need more than just
they
like,
do not verify it well, because yours truly was baptized in a Baptist church.
Did you get dunked?
Yeah, I mean, totally submerged. Yeah,
I got water splashed.
Oh, that's so much more convenient. God, yeah, that's way easier. Yeah, no, I had to wear a robe. I had to climb up on a thing behind the.
Oh God, does that mean
plinth?
I'm going to hell?
I had to be up on the thing.
Kelly, you're going to heaven and I'm going to hell. That's what's about to happen.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on which rules you're following.
Yeah, I think at the end they're going to count everything up.
Then we're all going to hell.
There's going to be people who got hit with a super soaker at 50 yards full of holy water, and they'll make it in, because they're going to be the kinds of people
super soakers are the most powerful.
Yeah.
You know, they should. Congrats to them.
Best summer game ever.
It's true. That's what a wonderful transition.
Mm-hmm.
A summer game. Because we're talking about the summer solstice on this episode.
Okay, I do have to do a summer solstice plus.
Yes, please do.
Plus Christianity thing, because I read this on the Wikipedia today, and I don't remember which country or which organization did this, but I did see that part of St. John the Baptist Day, aka the summer solstice, was one group was like conducting baptisms on people who had died. They were like retroactively baptizing. I do think that it was just babies, retroactively baptizing dead babies in order to get them into heaven. And that feels wrong and bad to me. So
now, did you know that's a big Mormon church
with
thing.
The Mormons?
Oh.
Yeah, because one of my friends growing up, his mom was part of like the church lineage research, whatever, and that's what they did. Like they would spend all of their time figuring out all the people who were related to all the other people who were related to all the other people, and then figuring out how to baptize all of them, or whatever the Mormon equivalent of baptism. It's probably still baptism, but
I think it's baptism. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Wait, do they dig up coffins?
No, it's all like paperwork.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They go into InDesign, and they make a baseball card of each person, and then they splash that baseball card with water.
Beautiful.
Yep. And then they hang it on the wall with chewing gum. It's like
yeah.
No, they tried to baptize like Anne Frank and other people who died in the Holocaust.
Gross.
It was pretty gross. People were like, "Hey, you know that you're just doing it again. You're just doing more."
But worse? Not worse. Definitely not worse. But like, not good. Not good.
So yeah, summer solstice. Baptize people.
Yeah. Interesting.
So midsummer in Sweden happens. It's one of the major holidays.
That seems like the fun one. That's what I want to participate in.
I mean, look, you're gonna get paralyzed and stuffed inside a bear. You're gonna get a cozy seat by a fire. It's great.
Spoilers.
There's nothing, no context. I'm just rambling. So astronomically speaking, I'll give you the science stuff that I thought was kind of interesting. So this is the period of time the sun is at the highest position in the sky. So within the Arctic Circle, you have continuous daylight the entire time during the summer solstice in the northern hemisphere, vice versa, obviously. Generally, it's June 20th or 21st in the northern hemisphere, and the Earth's maximum axial tilt towards the sun is 23.44 degrees. So it is tipped the most toward the sun during this period of time, and because of the elliptical path of the Earth around the sun, the solstice, the actual longest date of the solstice can vary between the 20th and the 22nd, because it just sort of depends how you get on that ellipse.
Yeah, it's like the leap year. You gotta adjust the calendar to suit the cosmos.
Yeah, because eventually we're gonna get like some sort of leap year thing, I think. Right, because we're saving a quarter day every 4 years, but that's actually not enough or something. Like, look, because of the nature of time and the nature of measuring time and science, like it's just going to get more and more granular to the point where we're going to have sub-leap years and things. Or maybe we'll just abandon time altogether.
Let's do that.
Yeah, we should.
Let's do that one.
It's a little unnecessary.
Have you guys heard of a leap second?
Tell me more.
Yeah.
This is something that we have to deal with in computing sometimes. I think typically around the leap year. Like, I think that it's specifically related to that. But maybe not. So in computing, measuring time is a challenge because like time zones, locales change. And so we measure time from what we call the epoch, which is a date in the past, and we just count the milliseconds from that time. But like same problem. Sometimes we're off a little bit, and then we have to like inject a second into our computers. And when I tell you that the first time I had to deal with that, I was like, it was truly a threat that Y2K could have impacted stuff, because this fucks us up every time.
Wow. And the Epic was like a really big computer party that happened at some point in the past.
I think it was just
underground.
We just picked a day. I don't even remember when it was. I've got a date in my head, but I think that it might be related to music royalties.
Interesting.
Oh.
Yeah, that's from a past life.
Is it possible that the Epic is the actual date of the singularity and we've just been marching forward?
Honestly,
Ooh.
Yes.
Good. You heard it here, folks. This is it. We're breaking news. The singularity already happened, and it happened years ago.
Yeah. In fact, it happened. Oh, God, it would have been funny if I had the milliseconds ready to go. I don't. It was January 1st, 1970 is what we count epic, but it's epoch.
Yeah.
Which is why I didn't get your epic joke earlier. So I apologize.
I suspected that it was epoch, but I gotta do dad jokes. It's my thing.
No, I love them, and I hate that my computer brain didn't let me enjoy it in the moment.
Isn't that fun? How we have different contexts. This is the beauty of language, which is related to the solstice and their things. Language is like so picture based in your brain that like you knew what word you were thinking of, and the word I was thinking of did not match that word. So you were just like, no, I don't. The sounds are stupid. I don't understand what you're saying.
Yeah, no, sounds played no part. Yeah, brains, man. Brains. I do think, hold on, we can do something here though. If the epoch is the start of computer time and the solstice is typically like thought of as like a rebirth thing, the start of something, there's a connection there. I'm counting it. That was a segue.
I think that's great. Would you like to talk about some of the holidays that occur on the solstice?
Yes.
Oh, are there a lot of them?
There's quite a list here on the old Wikipedia.
What are we going to celebrate? What are we going to celebrate? All of us have to choose one holiday. We have to choose a separate one. We have to celebrate it starting after this recording into tomorrow.
Okay, can I get the list? Can I get the list first and then I'll...
I'm going to go get baptized. I'll see you guys later.
Okay,
I've got it down to 2 things, pretty much. But I'll read the list. So we have Midsummer, obviously. We have Nok Kupali. I hope I'm pronouncing that okay. That's in Poland. Oh. You have the Dragon Boat Festival that happens in East Asia. Yeah.
Okay.
You have Christmas, because that happens during the summer solstice in the Southern Hemisphere. You have St. John's Eve, or the June solstice celebration in Catalan countries.
See, that guy, that's St. John the Baptist. That's him.
Yeah.
One and the same.
So it's the feast of St. John the Baptist.
What do they eat?
John.
Yeah. Doesn't he get decapitated? Does St. John the Baptist get decapitated? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
You got processions, you got banquets, you got plays and a fireworks show. I'm looking for actual specific foods.
Yeah, here it is. Northern Ireland. Day of Private Reflection. Oh no, this is a sad one.
They put his head reflecting on the
troubles.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's about thinking about all the horrible things that happened in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah, so it's not pondering the beauty of the sunshine. Or maybe it is in some way. You're grateful that now you get to experience it.
Yeah, I think we walked that back effectively enough. That's cool. It's all good. Upholding the high standards of this podcast to be.
Yeah, where we are very reverent all the time and also never get anything wrong.
Exactly. We are on point. It's customary to gather St. John's wort on St. John's Eve.
That counteracts antidepressants? No, birth control. One of the two. Grapefruit does one of them and St. John's wort does the other. I think it might be birth control. PSA.
They were using it to deal with witches and evil spirits. That's why they gathered it.
Yeah.
But.
Oh, wait, evil spirits, yeah. But dealing with witches? Wait.
They're trying to keep them away.
We're trying to keep the witches away? By using witch stuff?
Yeah, I know. It's weird. It's weird.
I don't like it.
You have Festus Juninas in Brazil.
What's that? What does that do?
It's more St. John stuff.
Oh. See, they're all St. John.
Yeah.
What's their food?
Yeah, what's their food?
I don't know. Plantains, maybe? I'm not sure.
That's all that matters. Why didn't you look at the food before? I'm hungry. We should not have done that.
I'm flying by the seat of my pants here. Let's get away from the St. John related ones. You have National Indigenous Peoples Day in Canada.
I did know that. Oh.
Yeah.
That's not a ton of provinces, though, is it? It's just like
I don't know.
3 or 4 provinces that celebrate it. When's Canada Day?
I think it happens right before 4th of July, right?
Okay.
It's near there. It's coming up. It's real coming up at time of recording.
Congrats, Canada.
Yeah, congrats. At time of recording. Okay. It's always coming up at some time.
There's always another coming around.
Northwest Territory and Yukon are the only 2 provinces that definitely celebrate it. It is not, however, considered currently a statutory holiday across the rest of the country.
Do a lot of research on Canada holidays because of
now.
My job.
Aren't those the 2 most empty provinces?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Though probably also the ones where Indigenous people were pushed to, I would imagine, in Canada.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. Well,
they did recently. They now have added a national day for truth and reconciliation for the children who never returned home.
How do we keep making this one sad?
So, we're adding holidays. Yeah, let's. Yeah. Okay. Well, also, if you had known the food, it wouldn't have been sad. No one can get sad when there's food.
I know. Hey, look, I'm gonna try to go food forward from here on out. In fact, I can give you food forward right here.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Turgan. I might not be pronouncing that right. That is a Iranian summer festival.
Mm-hmm.
And that is celebrated by splashing water, dancing, reciting poetry, and serving such traditional foods as spinach soup and sholazard. which is saffron rice dessert pudding.
Oh, well, I'm into
great.
that.
Yeah,
I wasn't there with the spinach soup, but we turned it around with dessert.
I guess if it's like cream of spinach, that's okay,
yeah, I guess
right?
Maybe
that's like
could be
fine.
good. Could be good. Yeah.
Like sog.
Like I do love sog. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sog's good.
Coming around.
Yeah, we're back on board.
There's also the Finnish holiday of Juhannus.
No, that's John again.
Which,
John.
it is John the Baptist again. You're right.
Yeah.
But there's some cool like flaming boat stuff, bonfire things that happen. That's cool.
Yeah. And was that the one? Oh no, this was Ireland again. There are bonfires there too, and that's a leftover from the pagan holiday. And the only reason that one stuck out to me is because people wanted to celebrate with bonfires, and one of the like preservation of land organizations was like, no bonfires, you'll set us all on fire. And they were like, please. And so they finally caved in, and now they get to have bonfires.
Yay!
We
have so many vanities to burn.
I want to do one of the bonfire ones.
I didn't grow up in a bonfire place, but I mean, it seems like a lot of kids grow up in places where bonfires are a common, like, oh, let's go to the lake and light a bonfire. Let's go to the beach and light a bonfire. No.
What?
All right, we got to do a bonfire.
I grew up in a place that constantly burns when you light fires in it. Like,
I mean, everything does, really.
Well, it's true, yeah. But I mean, if you do it by a body of water, it's like, We
weren't doing it by bodies of water.
Oh, all right.
Just doing it in big backyards.
Well, okay. We'll have to make that happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Additional non-religious holidays include International Surfing Day.
Oh my God, that's perfect. Best holiday that you have listed so far. What's the food?
What's the food?
It's got to be like
Kahlua pork,
grilled hot dogs and hamburgers.
Oh.
What are some surfing related things that you would like tube something? Tube.
Oh, yeah.
Tubular?
Yeah.
Are we just saying words?
Yeah, I'm just saying words. Pizza, probably.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so we have turned into the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yeah.
I mean, if it's surfing day.
This says it's
like a luau. I assume you have a luau.
There's barbecue action going on. Yeah. So there might be a pig roast.
You put a pig in the ground, right?
Yeah.
I'm making my own holiday right now. And I'm like, I'm gonna go surf. I'm gonna put a pig in the ground. This is gonna be a great day.
I want to hang out with you when you do this. This is like you're saying I want to put a pig in the ground with such authority and enthusiasm.
Nobody
I gotta see this shit. I want to help you put a pig in the ground.
Thank you. It's very difficult to do alone.
Bonfire.
There's also International Yoga Day.
Oh.
Huh. What do either of these have to do with the solstice?
I mean, I guess they were just like
the sun salutation.
Ooh,
sun salutation.
That's good. Okay.
You have to change it for the solstice because it's a different. You have to hold it longer.
Oh.
I buy this. Let's see.
Yeah.
I learned that from McDonald's DVD.
So Modi, is it Modi or Modi? I don't know. The Indian Prime Minister, Narendra Modi, or Modi, I should know that, proposed June 21st as the date, saying that it was the longest day of the year, having a special significance, and the summer solstice on the Indian calendar marks the transition to Dakshinayana, which is the second full moon after the summer solstice.
Okay, so I'm gonna...
in Hindu mythology, Shiva, which is the first yogi, is said to have begun imparting the knowledge of yoga to the rest of mankind on that day. So there you go.
Oh,
Anything you were supposed to learn from yoga started on the 21st of June.
That makes more sense. I just thought of the wide appropriation of yoga.
That's what I thought too.
The spiritual heritage of yoga.
Yeah.
Ugh, that's I assumed some
This is the world
yoga studio was like, this is our day and not some historical significance, but never mind. I take that back, and
people are getting yoga pants given to them on this day.
It's Lululemon's biggest sale day.
Yeah. Under their yoga tree. Oh, that's another yoga pose.
Oh.
So I was doing a Christmas tree thing.
Somebody has to do tree pose, and then people put gifts under the person doing tree pose.
Yeah.
Cool. I like it. Another one is Fête de la Musique, which is that's lovely party. That's the party of music in French, but that is World Music Day.
I like that. Let's do that one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What's the food?
Snails.
Yeah.
It's fair. I'll try it.
I mean, it's World Music Day, so I think all the food is involved, right? Like anything you can eat and listen to or play music at the same time. So you got to figure the harmonica player can't eat anything, okay? Nor can any of the woodwinds.
Challenge
accepted. Maybe you could have like a Werther's original in there.
Ooh, this is a good save. You really could. You have an everlasting gobstopper.
But we can't do like pretzels, right? Because that's going to drown out. You're not going to be able to hear very well with something very crunchy.
Yeah, plus you're just going to get little like wads of dough in between the orifices of the instrument.
I was even thinking like guitar players, like anybody who needs to be listening.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Just crunching so loud that you can't hear the key change. So you're just like, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. What was the commercial about the like chip that was so loud that you couldn't hear anything over? Does anybody remember that?
Yeah.
Or am I making that up?
No. Is it defunct? I mean, it was probably Lay's, right? Or like, it's probably one of the big ones.
Well, would Lay's be like, you can't hear anything if you eat those chips, but if you eat our chips, it's silent. Because Lay's are silent.
Yeah.
They're not silent, but they have a subtle crunch.
For sure.
Yeah.
Ruffles?
Lay's would go against Ruffles and be
Fritos?
like, hey, look, Ruffles
Doritos?
says that you don't get greasy hands, but with our chips, at least you can hear stuff while you're eating them.
Yeah. Pick a sense, bitches.
Maybe they had it as like I don't want to hear somebody talking, so I'm just going to eat this very loud chip. Which I would assume Doritos. This is just based on experience, not really based on a commercial. I'm like, well, whenever I'm having a conversation and you see me pick up a bag of Doritos, I'm not listening.
You got the crackle of the package, you got the crunch of the chip, you got a lot of nodding. Yeah, I'm sure that sounds like a very interesting project you're working on. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Okay, hey, I gotta catch up with my boo over there, so I'll see you later.
Man, if this isn't already the plot of a commercial.
You're welcome. Amy.
Non-spawn yet, but right in.
Contact us. We will give you script rights for this. We're not in the Writers Guild, so we're allowed to do this.
No, I stand in solidarity.
No, we won't scab. We're not scabbing. You might as well just steal our wonderful idea and make $1 million off of it.
Nate's
dirty
gonna
scabs.
Scab. I can see it in his eyes. Nate's a scab.
Not
Josie and I are comrades.
No, you can't say that about me. I won't accept it. I'm shutting this whole podcast down. Table flip. Other holidays. So here's some fun ones that are winter solstice holidays in the southern hemisphere. So that would be on the summer solstice here. Include Inti Raymi in Machu Picchu, Peru. And that is a traditional religious ceremony of the Incan Empire to honor the sun god.
Oh, that sounds great.
Okay, can I ask an ignorant question?
Yeah.
Nobody is practicing Incan anymore, are they? Or is that gone?
As a religion or as a...
I mean, there are people who do it in Peru still. There are photos here from folks who live in Cusco doing celebrating this very holiday.
Cool.
In ceremonial garb and everything.
Is it at like ceremonial sites?
It looks like it is.
Or like historical ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they went to there's Sacsayhuaman, which is like a terraced village sort of situation.
Cool.
That looks like a lowland Machu Picchu. But they also appear to be in a more urban area.
What? I sculpted one of those that you just showed.
Oh.
The landscape for a school project in elementary school.
Nice.
Clearly did not learn anything based on my previous ignorant question.
They didn't teach you anything. They taught you here's how they used to make houses in this place by making mud bricks and stacking them. Good job. You did mud bricks too. The end. There's nothing else to talk about, let alone genocide or cultural eradication or anything. They don't talk about that stuff.
Made it sad again.
I know. Correct. But here's a positive thing.
Water guns.
Inti Raymi is still celebrated in indigenous cultures throughout the Andes. So you've got music, you've got colorful costumes, and you've got the sharing of food. It does not say what kinds of food. I'm sorry.
Well, if you share it, then it's probably pretty good. That sounds wonderful. Let's go there.
Yeah, let's go.
That's a good one.
I want to do that. That one sounds like the best one.
Especially in the Andes, you're going to have critters from whom you can make wool.
Alpacas?
And yes, definitely alpacas. I think also goats.
Cashmere goats?
Yeah, let's do that one. This sounds fun.
Yeah, let's do it.
There is also Huitripantu, which is a Mapuche celebration that takes place similarly. Same sort of vibe. It's about the return of the sun. And there is one more, Huilcacuti, which is an Andean Amazon celebration. That's in Bolivia and Chile and southern Peru.
Man, I need to do way more research. I want to learn all things
about them. Yep. They sound super cool. We need to do one where we go celebrate a holiday in our respective places. We have to go find a holiday we've never celebrated before.
In the places we are now?
Yep.
Oh wow.
And then we have to come together and talk about it.
Great.
Future episode.
I'm not gonna have any bonfire options available to me.
You might if you go outside of a city. There are definitely people that are lighting stuff on fire that probably shouldn't be.
Oh well, that's true. Yeah.
Everywhere's red outside of the blues.
Y'all have to see if there's some sort of fun beach celebration that's happening that I haven't ever participated in. See what happens.
Oh yeah. Well, you can do surf day.
That's true. I could.
The surfy ocean, is it? It's the other one.
No, people surf here.
Surf out there.
Yeah,
you just gotta wear the wetsuit. It's cold, right?
It's cold water.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
It's cold until early September when the water is the warmest. Yeah. I mean, look, I want to save it. We'll bury the pig together. But,
okay, good.
I mean, because I really feel like you know what you're doing, and I'm probably going to bury it upside down or something, and then it's going to be, you're going to be screaming, hooves up.
Top of
I did it wrong. Another important summer solstice thing that we need to talk about that is ancient Anglo culture is that Stonehenge is a monument that is aligned towards the sunrise on the summer solstice. Its arrangement is designed to perfectly capture that and that alone, which is why people consider it to be like a calendar of sorts, but ceremonial calendar as well.
You know what? I'm going to take umbrage with it's designed to do that and that alone, because it could also
be aliens
talking to aliens. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
The only thing that matters.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying that they wanted to be, maybe the aliens always came on the solstice.
It's possible. Yeah.
Maybe they still do.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Ooh, fun night.
I want to posit an idea for you. What if the aliens come on the longest day of the year because they are bioluminescent and they require solar energy? They come to recharge. And they're like transparent sparkle aliens, so you can't really see them unless they let you see them by the way the light catches them. So they're just all around you on solstice day because they're all loading up, and then they're gonna go back into space, or maybe they're just gonna go back into the ocean and cephalopod around. Kelly,
oh god,
I was so excited for them, and then you ruined it.
No, it can be regular
like, y'all
ones.
do the pig thing. I'm gonna build a religion, not necessarily a religion, summer solstice celebration around sparkle aliens, but not if they're cephalopods.
Well, maybe they could just be regular pods too. I'm sure some of them are iPods.
Just
it's
normal
fine.
pods.
Yeah. Some of them are pods from Married at First Sight. I don't know. Yeah. Or Love is Blind, or whatever the hell the pods are. Yeah. All these shows predicated on not knowing the person you're marrying. It's great stuff.
Could we do an alien dating show? If they're pods?
Are we talking humans dating aliens?
Yeah.
Or are we talking like pod people dating regular people? Like an alien takes over the body of a person.
That's already
dates. I think that's already dating, right?
Yeah,
like that's just what dating is.
There are definitely aliens that are people.
Yeah.
Right? They had to have figured that out.
I assume that the dick pic is an alien.
Would we know if we're an alien? I'm sorry, we just did the thing. Would I know? Would I know? Would I even know if I was an alien? I don't think so. Think so.
Well, you clearly have to heat up a needle or a paperclip and touch your blood to find out if you're an alien. Like, that's how it works.
But...
Or you got to snort some scat.
Yeah. You have to snort scat.
There's a lot of tests. We don't know which alien we are. What planet? It'll depend, We're not sure.
Get them wet? If it's signs?
Oh,
it's just water.
Yeah. See, but that's risky, right? Because you want to add water for the signs aliens, but you don't want to add water for the faculty aliens.
Because they like the... Damn! Is that where he got the idea? Oh, now He's like, maybe it's the opposite.
Well, hold on, save this. We're doing aliens next week.
Sorry. We're doing it.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, listeners, next week we're going to talk about the first alien sighting. So that's a little sneak preview. And we'll see if I remember to say that at the end of the show, too.
We'll see.
I think we'll have a lot more, in a weird way, factual things. Sorry, Kelly.
What I predict is we're going to have a lot more directed and focused
content
about aliens than about this summer solstice thing.
Was the right word.
Hey, okay, I have another question for you.
Yeah.
The maypole is a big part of the midsummer celebration. Did y'all do maypole stuff when you were kids?
No. Once, I think.
Just once?
Yeah, no. Never.
Church thing.
That's really the only context I knew it under but that was always like on May Day, on May 1st.
Oh.
Yeah,
that like the maypole would get busted out and like kids running around with crepe paper or whatever, and whoever wrapped it first wins or something. Is that how that works? I don't even know. It might not even be a competition. It might just be like dancing around.
Okay. That was
America. It was a competition.
Yeah,
it
was
true.
For
sure a competition. Yeah.
You're the most going to heaven.
See, we didn't do it religious. We just did it was like a school thing. Like for recess, you're doing the maypole.
Wow.
But I was reading about I think it was the Swedish midsummer, and that had... There were a couple things. One of them seemed cool. So one of the ceremonial things that you would do is like skinny dip if you had a new partner on the evening, and it was supposed to be like it all comes back to fertility. It was like a whatever, that type of thing.
I need that sitcom drop where it's like but like there's a whole crowd doing it.
But then there was also a weird angle to it where like young girls would pick flowers, and if they got to like X number of unique flowers first, then they won the maypole. And that was also like a let's get her married and procreating type thing.
Sure, okay.
So is that like whenever in a wedding someone throws the bouquet? Is that the same symbolism?
I bet, yeah.
Gross.
And then once you are married, you go through the bouquet and you pick the petals off saying he loves me not. And then you find out if it's actually a marriage or not.
Oh my God. Imagine if you had to do that before like the, I don't know, notary signs your paper. I don't know who signs your paperwork.
Judge Judy.
Is it a judge?
Yeah,
is it notary?
yeah.
Okay, judge. Yeah.
Well, it's like a justice of the peace, or like it could be any number of people. It depends on the state. Every state does it different. In Colorado, two people can do it themselves. You just apply for the license, you go pick it up, and then you just sign it with witnesses, and you're married.
You don't need witnesses anymore.
Oh, they got rid of witnesses. Yeah,
they got rid of witnesses. Yep, you can just.
You can get married in the dark.
A friend of mine got married alone on a mountain. Well, not alone. Her partner was there, but like.
Hey, look, no, but
you gotta
totally
marry yourself
based
first.
to get married alone. Yeah.
Would they allow that? Can I do it? Do I have to provide two IDs? Is it like when you go to a bar and you're like,
is it for taxes?
I need two.
Because that's what I look at every time. I'm like, taxes would be sweet.
Like, wow, if this is two incomes, I'm doing really good.
This is great.
I wanted to talk about solstice stories because I'm sure we each have one. Maybe we do.
Solstice story?
I'll share one that I
want to hear yours.
So way back in 2010, I was still working my retail job at the kite store in Boulder, and I'd gotten off work one day. I was exhausted, and I got invited to a solstice party, which happened to be taking place on the rooftop of a building that was called the Mezzo at that time, which is on Sherman in Capitol Hill. It's like near the Beauvalon, which is the sort of French Revival giant condo building there. But it was on the rooftop of this building.
You're just saying so many words that I'm like,
I know.
Yep,
I'm saying a lot of words that it no longer is, because I think that building, at least before I moved, that building was called the Archer, but I don't know what it's called now. No, it's in Denver. It's in
Denver. Well, I'm not going to try. I don't know stuff out there.
But so this solstice party was happening, and I met up with my really good friends, and I was just like, I was in a foul mood because I was tired of this job. I was like, I'm not going anywhere with my life. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I'd been at it for 5 years. I was like, this is too much, whatever. And my really good friend, grabbed me a beer and went over, and we were like watching the sun come down at, the longest day of the year. And she was just like, hey, look, you have to decide what you want to do, and if you don't decide, you have to shut the fuck up about it. And it was, honest to God, like the most important thing I needed to hear at that time was to have somebody not go, yep, work sucks, to have somebody go, no, like, if you don't like it, do something different. And I quit like a week later and just like started freelance writing for the rest of that year. And then I got the job I had recently, and like it sort of set a lot of stuff in motion for me that I had stagnated. And that solstice was the day that I stopped doing that.
And so an actual like rebirth,
like in a solstice,
renewal.
Yeah. So it always sticks with me that was like this huge life moment that.
Wow.
And, and I remember I'm there's just a group of like 20 of us or something on the roof of this building, and like the sun's coming down over the mountains, and I'm getting basically like torn a new asshole by my friend about whining all the time and going, and but in the good way where you're like, yeah, this is exactly right. And I've had exactly the right amount of beer to recognize that it's completely right and that I shouldn't be hurt. Like, I'm not going to be sad about it. And I'm just going to go like, no, you know what? This is the licking I needed, and I'm done. I got to go do this. And so, so I just like totally altered my life at that point. Right. Yeah. Which ultimately was also me ending my Boulder tenure, because I was still working in Boulder, even though I was living in Denver. So I was kind of holding on to the last vestiges of college and all of the stuff that was attached to that, like a previous relationship that was not great and a bunch of stuff. Yeah. So it was a huge day. So that's my summer solstice moment.
Wow, you should have gone last.
Yeah.
That's do not want to go after that one.
But Chelsea, you put a pig in the ground.
I did. Not for a solstice or in real life. Yeah, I do not want to follow that one up. That's awesome. That is the type of solstice story that makes me believe in the solstice.
Yeah, that's magical.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit that friend too that just like had them. I don't know. It's good when you have a friend who will like. That you're willing to listen to, that you can hear, that can also tell you like, hey, just shut up. Like you gotta do things or just not. Because it's easy to, I think, it's just easy to get stuck. Like that's kind of what life is getting stuck and unstuck.
Damn. I feel like we have to stop the podcast and just end it here. I think we should.
All right, that's it. That was the show.
Mine's not great. Mine just has a lot of weird penises. So
this sounds amazing. Let's go.
You know what? Over to you, Chelsea.
Mine's very short. I don't have a lot to say about it.
Short, like weird penises. Yeah. Hey.
I didn't know much. I didn't know much about the solstice, but they have a solstice festival in Seattle, and it's at Gasworks Park, and there is a naked bike ride. But I just went to the Gasworks Park part. Sorry. I'm struggling. Part. I just went to the Gasworks part, which is a giant park that, if you've seen 10 Things I Hate About You, that's in the movie. It's just a giant old gasworks plant. So it's a bunch of just like pipes and stuff that are rusted and large and old. And there was just a bunch of very old dudes just being free in the sun. And they just, it's like, you have to look away a lot, but that was just the most that I've seen public nudity in a super public place. But that is the one thing that I loved about Seattle. Like, it was not like everyone was very different. Everyone was doing their own thing, and it was just a lot of fun. But that's my solstice story.
That's great.
Yeah. So it's not as good as yours. I didn't have a rebirth. Nothing exciting happened after that.
You comprehended the beauty of like this sort of like harmless individualism where it's like, hey, look, I'm just gonna go be naked over here and no one's gonna like.
I was like, you're not hurting anyone. So
yeah, and imagine being that confident, like because I'm certainly not. Like I would never just be like, yeah, cool, let's just hang dong in the middle of a public place for no reason, just because I can. Like maybe I will when I'm older. Maybe that's just the thing that happens as we get old enough that we're like,
you get there.
Fuck it. Thank you. That's probably the sweetest thing that anyone could ever say.
It'll be one of your rebirths.
Yeah. Let's put it on the calendar. Next year we'll have a real tough heart-to-heart with you and be like, Nate, listen.
Great. Nate, listen, you gotta put that pig in the ground.
Don't hide your bushel under a barrel. Your light under a bushel.
Okay. Kelly, what's your solstice?
I love where this podcast goes.
This has gotten so weird.
This is great. This is so good. Okay.
I don't have one.
Okay, we'll have to do a bonfire together.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, next year on the 20th, 21st, we're all gathering in some place.
I really like this idea. Shit. This is a really good idea. We should totally do it.
Yeah.
We should pick a cool neutral location and just all show up.
Has to allow fires. I am a rule abider in the worst way. I hate myself. I'm sorry.
No. Hey, look, I'm 100% the same way. I am not good. Like, I'm the person who in high school, when my friends were like, let's go into the woods and get drunk before graduation and we'll camp. And I was like, I don't know if that's a good idea. We really do need to be up for graduation. It happens at 7:30. And I had a little panic attack and didn't go. And I ended up talking to one of the dads after everybody left, and I was like, I feel bad for not going and enjoying my youth, but it also just didn't seem like the right thing to do. And he was like, well,
that's okay.
It seems like you did the right thing for you. And I was like, this sucks.
That's fair.
Classic Nate.
Yeah, it's true. Doing the right thing, even though it sucks. Shall we do the mouth guard report?
We should.
The mouth guard report. Open wide.
Yeah,
let's do it.
I'm so excited. I have so many things, so I want to go last.
Okay, I'll go first because I don't have a lot.
Okay.
My two mouth guard things are one, in 2 days after recording of this very episode, I go to the dentist. Hey, I got the email. It's my 6 month. Gonna get those teeth cleaned. Yeah. So I had to confirm that today. I forgot. I didn't put it in the calendar. I got an email that was like, hey, you got to go to the dentist in 2 days. I was like, great.
I love teeth.
I can't wait to do this.
It's like meeting a celebrity.
I get content for this.
Because I get to show up and be like, hey, anybody leave any behind?
Oh God.
But yeah, so that's coming up. That's exciting. Also, I have been really continuing to enjoy that Cyberpunk 2077 game. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, good.
It is. It's great because it combines the like I want to run around and shoot stuff that is sometimes fun in a video game, but there's also all this cool like instead of like a regular RPG where you'd be a wizard and you'd have magic spells, in Cyberpunk you hack because it's tech stuff. So you will do like puzzle based things to hack into computer systems to like you'll like hack money out of it, and you'll open up new things that you can like unlock and things like that. But you can do like really interesting stealth missions. One of the missions that I had to do was sneaking in to put a bug on a car that was in this heavily guarded lot. And the goal was to do it without being seen and without hurting anybody. So you just get to like sneak around and you like hack a camera so the camera turns off. And then you get this refrigerator that's sitting there or whatever machine, and you short it out. So all the guards go like, wait, what the heck is that? And they go walk over there, and then you sneak behind them. It was great. It was a lot of fun. It took me quite a few tries, but I managed to do it perfectly where I only had to like, because you can do like non-lethal takedowns. So if you sneak up behind a guy, you can like chokehold him out and then like put his body in like a dumpster to hang out. He's not dead. He's just sleeping. Yeah. And so I managed to do it without getting in any fights.
Hey, congrats.
And it was great. So it's a lot of fun. And that puts a smile on my face, which reveals my teeth, which are protected by a mouth guard.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
I don't have much. I need to call my dentist because they haven't called me about my new mouth guard that's going to have metal in it. So, I need that. I'm chewing through them.
They didn't give you an ETA or anything?
No, I could have asked, but I wanted to leave because I don't love teeth the way that you do.
Yeah, sounds fair.
And also I was worried that if I stayed there too long, they'd be like, oh, that's another cavity. We heard it. We heard it show up. We got to fill that right now. Sit back down. So
Do I smell another wisdom tooth, Kelly? We should probably pull that out.
I'm keeping them.
All right. So I got my ultrasonic cleaner from Remy in, and it has done beautiful things for both my night guard. Beautiful. It's beautiful. It's clean. I've had to go through like 3 or 4 runnings of it to make it not so gross. But
every time or just that first time?
The first time. Okay, so now I just do it every day.
Nice.
And it's fine. Run it for 5 minutes. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Anyway, so I do recommend. But then we didn't have time for this, but I was gonna do a live. What is it where you put the stuff on your teeth? Yeah, molding. I got my thing in today. So, but you have to do 4 for Remy, which I think will make it more accurate, is what I'm hoping. Because have you guys gotten like, I don't know if it's from my grinding, but I've gotten a gap in my tooth from, I think, pressure and the night guard. So I'm getting like an unfortunate gap, but Remy does both the top and a bottom and not just the top. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that is. But let me get to the best part.
Ooh, there's more.
I think
she's got a prop. What is she grabbing?
I think we all know. I think we all know what I did. I think we know what I did.
Oh my God. Listeners, it is a copy of Garfield the board game.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got a big
The game has Garf in the middle and several just standard game spaces around the outside.
Yeah.
This is fantastic.
I don't know if it's going to be super exciting. It does have like rings that you put on you get lasagna, a nap. And the lady, when I bought it, was so excited that I bought it. And she was a little jealous. She was like, I fucking love Garfield. And I was like, good.
Yeah. You were like, you should listen to 5 to 10 minutes of our podcast every 2 weeks.
She was like, do you want to open it right now so I can look at it? And I was like, I don't, but I'm going to go. But she was great. It originally was for sale for 50 cents. I bought it for $10. Totally worth it. I'm excited. I have not opened it. I will save it for whenever we have our bonfire. And we will play it. I won't play it with anybody else, guys.
I think we should play it live on the podcast. I think we could do it.
We can figure out a way to play it.
Yeah.
Is it going to be like, I just have to set it up and you guys have to tell me where to move everything? That's going to get weird. I'll get a second camera that is like looking down on the board.
That's what I'm saying. We each have we each have dice, right? Like I have a 6-sided die. I assume it's a dice-based game.
Do we have a Patreon?
We do, yeah.
Okay, so if we have a Patreon, we'll put it in the Patreon. People will, if they want to watch us do it.
Yeah.
Live.
Yes, not live. Live on Twitch. Live on Twitch, we're gonna play Garfield the board game.
We'll play Garfield the board game.
But only if you give us $10,000.
Please, for the love of God, please.
Do you hear how many cavities I have? I need that money.
And I need one of those ultrasonic mouthguard cleaners, obviously.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, they're so good.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I do.
You definitely do.
I do.
Been in your dog's mouth, not cleaning it.
She's a puppy. It's okay.
They are cleaner than human mouths, but still not clean. So there's that.
So listeners, you have to know, for full transparency, like Chelsea texted earlier last week, previous to this record, that she saw this Garfield board game. And I was like, tell me you bought it. And she responded like, no, I didn't. But if it's still there when I go back, I'll take it as a sign. And it was there, which means it's a sign. It's a solstice miracle.
It's a solstice miracle.
I do believe in the solstice now. I do. After your story and now this, I do.
Yep.
Well, are y'all ready to play a game?
Yeah.
It's time to play I See What You Did There.
We don't have somebody helping us this time. It's going to take so long.
Don't look. It's a different concept this time. So
no.
Instead of mashing a before and after together, we're gonna go for clues to give you the names of some people, because every solstice marks the beginning or the middle of another hot girl summer.
Okay.
So you are going to name the hot girls from this list based on the clues I provide you.
I'm ready.
We ready?
I don't know any names. Let's go.
All right. Number 1. This Euphoria and White Lotus actress isn't a hot dog owned by the capital of New South Wales, but it sounds like she could be.
Capital of what?
New South Wales.
I got it.
What? Okay.
No,
White Lotus. Oh, you have it? Okay.
Yeah. It's John the Baptist.
You see what I did there. It's John the Baptist.
Okay.
Oh,
Euphoria,
Sweeney.
Yeah.
Sweeney?
Yeah, what's the capital of New South Wales?
Her first name is something Sweeney.
Yeah.
It is.
There's an opera house.
Grand Ole Sweeney. It's an S, right?
It's an S. Yeah, it's an S.
Sarah.
There's
Susie?
There are kangaroos around this particular capital of New South Wales. There you go.
There it is.
Sydney Sweeney. Sydney Sweeney. The clue was to give you Sydney's weenie.
Oh.
She's not a hot dog.
Hot dog.
But she could be.
Got it.
Okay.
Sydney Sweeney. Very good. You see what I did there. Okay. Number 2.
Oh,
this is a popular tone of green with the Irish. And when pursuing a 1930s taxi cab, you might give directions by saying they went blank.
Is Kelly Thataway?
You see what I did there.
I'm the hot girl.
Hey, one of the hot girls of Hot Girl Summer.
Yay.
All right. Number three. When a seamstress owns a swing and miss at a baseball or inhales an odor, either way, you need to calm down.
Oh.
Say Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
Oh.
You see what I did there? Taylor's whiff. Whiff.
Oh.
You get Taylor Swift.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. That's 3. You do great.
Oh, thank you.
You do great. Okay. Number 4. The bluest Premier League football team shares a name with a Manhattan neighborhood. And speaking of which, the Dutch used to own New Amsterdam, and they sometimes go by this.
Is that Chelsea Hollander? Or are you
it is Chelsea Hollander. You see what I did there?
Look at
One of the
you
other
being
hot girls
so
of Hot
nice
Girl
to
Summer.
us on the solstice.
Yay! I wish I could come up with this on the fly so that Nate Regolia would also be one of the hot girls.
There's literally nothing that goes with Regolia. Like, I guess what? Rags and oil? Maybe.
Yeah. I got Nate, you're a hot girl.
Hey, thank you.
Bonus.
Right. Bonus. There's one more. Number 5.
Oh, what? Oh, okay.
Yeah. This I made it a little extra long. A Japanese school of Mahayana Buddhism, emphasizing the value of meditation and intuition, has imbued their teaching upon this non-dairy brand name plant-based frozen food.
Did you say that again?
Yeah. This is clearly the most awkward and complicated one.
There's a lot of words.
A Japanese school of Mahayana Buddhism, emphasizing the value of meditation and intuition, has imbued their teachings upon this non-dairy brand name plant-based frozen food.
So we got, is it Froyo? Is Froyo? No.
That's
Gelato? No.
That's also dairy.
It's
non-dairy.
It's a fairly new brand that I'm sure you've seen. It's more important that you get the type of Buddhism first. And then you might be able to pick out the brand name.
Yes, the type of Buddhism. We've got that.
It's a type of Buddhism referenced by Bush in a song titled Everything Blank.
And this is still a hot girl we're going for?
Yeah, it's still a hot girl.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Nate Regolia.
You see what I did there. Perfect. Well done.
I think I'm gonna do better with the non-dairy frozen foods. We got
so they make plant-based pizza.
Okay.
They
Amy's?
make plant-based cheese.
Okay.
Is this Daya?
It is Daya.
Oh.
Now give me a type of Buddhism that might go before Daya
What?
to make a hot girl.
What?
Zendaya.
Hey, you see what I did there?
She was my first guess on the first one when you have whatever you said, Euphoria. I have Zendaya written down on this paper.
Yeah, Zendaya. You see what I did
good.
there?
Boy.
I love it.
I feel like, man, looking back on that one, that should have gone so much faster.
Well, it's my fault because I pulled the dictionary definition of Zen Buddhism and was like, here, I'm not even going to try to write this in Nate speak. I'm just going to give you what it says, which makes it even worse because I don't know. I probably would have been like, it's like, chill out, man. Like, be Zen.
Oh, boy.
So, okay. We got to talk Debs about the solstice. What do we think?
Based on your story, 5 Debs.
Hell yeah.
That's how I feel. That story was really good. And magical.
Aw.
Yeah,
there's
magic
magic to the solstice. And now I believe.
The pagans were right. I'm feeling conflicted because of all the John the Baptist stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Forced baptizing dead babies. I don't care for that.
No, not great.
I don't know. 4.
All right.
And I feel conflicted about it.
I'm gonna give it a 5 because
hell yeah.
Transformative moment in my life. But I really do look forward to it every year. Like there's something, there is almost nothing better than the build up to the longest day because I think the saddest part of the fall is when you really notice that it's getting darker earlier and then suddenly the time change and everything. And it's not that I'm like a day person because I really do like nighttime. But there's something invigorating about it's a crescendo. Like everything is as alive as it's going to be in the Northern Hemisphere. It's like, boom, here we go. Plants are as horny as they want to be and they're doing it, Everybody's just stoked.
I did hear that cows give birth a lot during this time. And I heard a cow give birth pretty recently down the road.
Whoa, great. What did they say?
Just very loud cow screaming. I don't know what
that
to
was
tell
the
you.
cow, not the calf.
Did not hear the calf, just heard mama cow. So we got 5, 5, and 4?
Yeah, 14 divided by 3 is, what, 4 3/4? Is that right? 4 and 2/3.
6, 6?
No, it's 6 repeating.
Yeah.
4.66.
4-point mark of the beast, baby. We did it.
Yeah.
We did it.
Take that, John the Baptist.
Beheaded.
I see your intent, Kelly. Good job.
Yeah, I really do. I don't love like the conventional kinds of summer stuff. Like I'm not like a big barbecue person, but I am like I always really did love like just gathering with a group of people, and like there's just something nice about like day partying in a light way. Like not like the like, oh, let's get real fucked up all day long kind of thing, but like the slow day drink that can happen where it's just like, oh, just a bunch of cheap beer and you have like 10 over the course of 11 hours or something.
Yeah.
And you're like, and you're dipping in and out of the pool and you're just talking and you're like, oh, hey, I'm alive. And it's cool that I'm alive. I feel it really intensely as part of the like earth.
Yeah. You're gonna be barefoot in the grass on that day. And that's huge. You're also gonna get a sunburn that day. So you're getting from both sides. You know what I mean? Like you are one with nature that day.
You're getting an earth burn, you're getting a sunburn.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's also gonna be the day where like when you get home that night, you're still gonna feel like you're like swaying in the water.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know that feeling? Where you have to get your land legs back.
Yeah, post pool day was always so fun, right? Like if you've been in any kind of pool or wave pool or whatever, and then you're like, oh, it's just like normal air in here.
Gotta reacclimate to being on land.
Do you think aliens feel that way?
Yes.
I assume some of them do. Some of them don't. And that's great because I was literally about to say, and on our next episode, we're going to talk about the first alien sighting. I don't know what that is. Me personally, Nate Rigoli does not know what that is. So I will be excited to find out from our resident alien experts.
Kelly, do you know? I don't know. Kelly is the resident alien expert.
I think that first we have to define alien and also sighting. So.
Great. I'm looking forward to a heavily pedantic episode of Debut Buddies. Webster's defined sighting as
No, is it well, Betty and Barney Hill was whatever. This we'll save this.
We'll save it.
And they weren't whatever. We'll save this.
All right.
I'll speculate next week.
I love this teaser. People are gonna be like, Betty and Barney Hill. What could that mean?
Tell me more.
No, I'm going to fact check it after this and make you cut it out if I got it wrong.
Plus, I want to know if that Betty and Barney are related to Betty and Barney from the Flintstones.
Yeah.
That's who they were made.
Yeah.
After.
Same.
For sure.
Great. Because they spotted the Great Gazoo, who was an alien who was seen in prehistoric times in Bedrock.
Yeah.
Whoa.
For
early
sure.
Alien sighting.
The first alien sighting was the Flintstones.
Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect.
It makes sense. It's a
living. We
living.
don't have the next episode. We're done.
Listeners, if you like this podcast, subscribe, rate, and review it wherever you get them. Please go to Apple Podcasts. Give us 5 stars. Give us a review. You can talk about what happened to you on the solstice. Or maybe you want to talk about an alien that you saw on the solstice and what it was doing. Was it putting a pig in the ground? We want to know.
I might be an alien. You're right. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Email us, debutbuddies@gmail.com. Let us know that you want us to play Garfield, the board game, on the podcast and that you're willing to pay us $10,000 or some fraction of that total. We're in. Possibly, maybe we might do it for 9,000. I don't know.
Well,
we might be pretty flexible.
Offline. Let's take it offline.
Yeah, I don't look.
Are we negotiating?
We're not gonna. Let's not negotiate
right
against
now?
ourselves.
Like,
That's not a good idea.
I don't know. They really love the pod, and they only offer us 11,000. I think we should do it.
We know our worth, and we're gonna demand it. Okay.
This is true. This is a self-affirmed podcast, and we are not selling ourselves short. If you like the music that you hear on this podcast, it was all written and played by Michael J. O'Connor. Go to michaeljoconnor.bandcamp.com to find his solo stuff and links to all of the bands that he's started, because the man has bands for days. He's got more bands than a Bowflex.
Whoa.
Or a Soloflex.
Do
they make those anymore?
I need to just isolate that and save that. Like, brilliant. If you want to read some science fiction, go to readspaceboy.com. You can buy books that I helped publish, including one that I wrote. And by the time this is out, the Italian translation of my book, One Person Can't Make a Difference, will be released by a publisher in my homeland, Italy. Amazing.
Whoa. Can you say it? Can you say the Italian title? Not to put you on the spot.
I gotta look it up, but I can say it once I look at
John the Baptist.
It's John the Baptist, a novel by Nate Regolia.
It's a me, John the
Baptist. Try not to say it with a French accent if you can help it.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm so terrible at stuff now. I know it's stuck. It's Da soli non si cambia il mondo.
Nope, that was French.
I know, I did still hit French.
Oh, good. I'm excited. I can't read Italian, but I'm proud of you.
I can't read it either, but it's cool. It's cool that there's going to be a book in a foreign market. I have a book in a foreign market.
That's crazy. Congrats. All we have is a lousy horror movie podcast. You can find me and Chelsea over on Never Show the Monster. It's in English.
I'm making the hardest
for the most part
face at that assertion. It is an excellent podcast. And I don't like you talking down to it.
I'm sorry. You're right. We were just affirming ourselves all practice.
All right, listeners, next episode, first alien sighting. This has been the Summer Solstice. And we hope you had a good one. Maybe something changed in your life. That would be wonderful.
Yeah.
And if it didn't, here's hoping that it wasn't that bad to begin with.
And write us and tell us your solstice stories.
Yeah, you can write us. Write us to debutbuddies@gmail.com, and we'll read those stories if you want us to. We could read them on the show.
Yes.
Give them their due.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited. I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm excited too.
Yay!
Bye, buddies.
Bye.
Bye, buddy.
First is best, or first is worst.